Apart from being a DJ, you also like do music. So let's talk about your music. Like, which one started first? Music and being a DJ.
As I told you, the music was always a thing for me. I was always like trying to be a rapper and stuff, but I didn't get enough. I wouldn't say encouragement, but I didn't feel motivated enough. So I was always like putting it behind. So music has been there from the start, but this DJ thing like brought me out. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but this DJ thing put me on the spot, and I feel like now, if I'm on the spot, I can as well just showcase the music part as well.
Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alan, and as you can see today, it's kind of a different interview like the ones that I've had in the past. Today I'm having one-on-one with Mr. Emperor,
Sir,
the finest African DJ in Hungary. So he's going to be sharing us with his story, how he came to Hungary, how he became famous, and what is it that is so special about him? Like when you go to all the cities in Hungary, like Budapest, Debrecen, Szeged, Pest, like all the cities, like this is the finest DJ. So he's going to be, of course, like I always bring you inspiring, informative stories. So there are so many African DJs who are in Hungary. Some we don't know them, but at least you have gone to a club and then you found Emperor. So he's going to be, of course, like giving some pieces of advice on how he started his journey and what he has done so far, and of course, like what is African music to him. So we are going to be talking a lot about music, about DJ, you know, about different things, but all focusing on African music and of course hip hop, because he does everything, like everything. So he's going to be like giving us everything in detail. So without wasting any more time, let me bring him to the camera, and of course he's going to start by introducing himself, where he comes from and how long he has been in Hungary. So let's get into it. Hello Emperor.
Hello.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad that you made it here. I'm Alan, and of course we have not talked so much. I always just see you in the club, like, you know, spinning everything, but of course I'm glad that you came to my channel and you're going to specifically talk about music. DJ, because you're also a musician. I also saw that you are a musician. He has some good music. Please, I'm going to leave his YouTube link on the description. So this floor is yours now.
Do I need to hold it?
I can hold it for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
So you can tell us.
I think it's better if I hold it.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for having me here. They call me Star DJ. My name is Emperor. I'm Nigerian. I've been in Hungary for about 9 years, almost 10 now.
Okay.
First I came here to study. After studies, I figured out like I wanted to stay much longer in Europe, and I already had this thing going on with music, so I kind of like tried to find my way with it, and we're here. So long story short.
So you have spent 9 years in Hungary. How has the life been in Hungary? Like, how has it been? Like, did you find it difficult to, you know, to get used to the Hungarian culture, to the Hungarian food, to the Hungarian language? Do you speak Hungarian?
I would say 60%, 70%. It's very tough anyway, but
60%, no, I mean 60%. I can barely make it 2%. If I'm to be honest, I can't make it 2%. But if you can make 60%, of course, now we're true Hungarian. And have you lived in any other country apart from Hungary? Of course, besides Nigeria.
I lived for a while in Malaysia.
For
like 3 months. And
before you came to Hungary, or within the period that you've been in Hungary?
No, before I came to Hungary. I was there, then I went back to Nigeria, and then I came here.
Then you came here. Okay.
Yeah.
But you usually go back to Nigeria, or you have been here 9 years, you haven't gone back?
In the last 9 years, I've been home once for 2 weeks, and that's kind of bad, but I'm trying to visit more often now.
Okay. And do you have and in Nigeria, or you're in Abuja or Lagos, or like where do you come from in Nigeria?
Originally, my family is from Enugu, but I was born and raised in Abuja. So
in Abuja, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And like, what inspires you to be a DJ?
Okay.
Like, let's start from like, what made you to be like, okay, now I want to focus on being a DJ, and like what really inspired you?
Well, there's something I always used to say to people, like, I feel like this life chose me. I didn't decide to do it because way back in high school in Nigeria, I used to spend a lot of time writing music. I was trying to be a rapper and stuff, and I kind of felt like it wasn't working for me because I grew up like not having enough time to go to studio and stuff. I was always serious with school and stuff, so I felt like, okay, this music thing is not going to work. But along the line, before I started the university in Nigeria, I saw some free DJ application. I downloaded it. I was making house parties, and then I was just playing with my laptop, and it was fun. I was really enjoying it, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. And then when I had the chance to come here, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to step this up on a bigger level. So when I got here, after my first month, I got my first party, and the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can play like hip hop, reggae, Jamaica. You can play every kind of music.
Every genre.
Every kind of music. Okay.
Yeah.
And apart from Hungary, have you done like any projects outside Hungary?
Yeah, I actually had 3 European tours now, and so far I think I've done 38 European cities. I think.
And like, how do people reach you? Like, do you have a manager, or like, do they contact you directly? Like, do you have a management?
I have a management, and I also get like emails directly or Instagram messages, but I kind of I try to make myself reachable to everybody, because I mean, if you want to grow, you have to be it has to be easy for people to access you and reach you and stuff. So I leave the things to the management, of course, but sometimes I try to make sure everything is going accordingly as how I would want it to be. So
you don't have like a permanent club that you are that you are associated with. You're like a contractor. You go anywhere as long as they invite you, and you make an agreement. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I like to be a freelance. I don't want to be slaved by anybody, because I feel like I took the long road to get to where I am. Some people get lucky like 3 months into the business and they're on the top. It took me years, and I put in a lot of work and time and effort. So I don't want to make all this effort and get here and be slaved by somebody. So I always try to make sure I'm able to move when I want. But of course, in some circumstances, there are clubs and event promoters who give you more events, and you have to compromise for them. Like, they could tell you like, okay, we don't want to control you, but maybe these people are like a big competition for us. Maybe it would be better if you don't like promote their stuff. Or I would say, okay, if you pay me much better, or we can reach an agreement and I can compromise for you. So sometimes it happens like that.
Okay. And what is your best season? Is it summer? Is it spring? Is it autumn? Is it winter? Like, what is your best season where like you are so busy?
I would say summer, because in summer I have weddings and club events and outdoor events, festivals. So it's crazy. Yeah.
And like, from Monday to Sunday, like, what are your busiest days?
My busiest days are Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
And so maybe you rest on Sunday, like today.
Yeah.
Because I know we have been pushing this, and I understand, because here clubs they play until morning, like until 5, until 6.
6 a.m. Okay. So I mean, I literally work almost every day. Okay. Every day I have parties on Mondays. Okay, my only free days to say are Tuesdays and Sundays, and sometimes Thursdays, but these days I spend in the studio.
Okay.
So these days, if I'm not going to the studio, then I'm literally like studio or clubbing or resting. So I'm literally living the music life like 100% in. So
okay, and apart from being a DJ, you also like do music. So let's talk about your music. Like, which one started first, music and being a DJ?
As I told you, the music was always a thing for me. I was always like trying to be a rapper and stuff, but I didn't get enough. I wouldn't say encouragement, but I didn't feel motivated enough. So I was always like putting it behind. So music has been there from the start, but this DJ thing like brought me out. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but this DJ thing put me on the spot, and I feel like now, if I'm on the spot, I can as well just showcase the music part as well.
Part as well. Okay.
Yeah.
This is really good. Okay. I've been like, there is a friend of mine. I think he's from Ghana. He's also a DJ. He's African, and I've been like, I've seen a couple of African DJs. And do you guys like have like an association of African DJs like in Hungary, or like do you guys meet? Do you have like have that that bond of being African DJs, or everyone is just like if I can ask you, like, do you know like 3 African DJs in Hungary? Do you know them?
I know them, and we talk and we are cool, but and
there's no competition.
For me, no. From my side, no. I don't know, but I think no. I think we're good and we understand each other. I just feel like as Africans, especially living here, we are not that much. That's true. Compared to like Italy or UK or US or something like that. So there is not like a very, very tight community. I mean, it's just group of Africans moving together. So, and
more or less like a family.
So I mean, we talk, we meet, we work together sometimes, and that is it. But there's no association or anything like that. But I think we don't need that anyway. It's not really necessary.
And of course, also this thing that I wanted to ask you, the artists who are in Hungary, especially not just Africans, because I've seen like we have like talent in Hungary. Like some people are producing music. Like if someone wants you to play their song, maybe it's a new song and it's a new kid also trying to how do you manage that? If someone wants you to play their song, like maybe like you're in Metro Club and someone is like, I have this new song, I want it to be like, played, like how do you coordinate with that person? Or have you received such where someone wants you to play their song, not just Africans, but even Hungarians, or not just requesting for like a Davido song or a Wizkid song, no, their
own song. Of course, it happens a lot, and being an artist myself, I can understand how it is. So I try to help. I can tell you straight, I never took 1 cent from anybody to play their song, because I'm also an artist and I know the feeling. I know how you're gonna feel hearing your song in a club with 500, 1,000 people. So it's a good feeling, but at the same time, I'm not trying to jeopardize my work. So if I feel like the song is not gonna fit into the moment, I might not play it. I maybe play it at the beginning of the party or towards the end when everybody's like, okay, rounding up the stuff. But I wouldn't jeopardize the night because I want to please somebody, So and nobody should take an offense to that, but it is like that.
And of course, some songs, because now like if we are playing like Latin songs, maybe that day is for Latin, so and someone has like a song which is totally different, and of course it can't fit in. But it's always good. I mean, I know like there are so many African artists who are they're doing good, like in Debrecen, like in Szeged, already actually even here in Budapest.
A lot.
And what would your advice be for like those upcoming DJs? Let's start with the African DJs. Like maybe someone would want to take this step ahead. Maybe they want to make it not like a professional business, but for starters they want to be like DJs. And like as you who started from scratch, what would you advise someone who wants to be a DJ?
Okay, this is interesting because I never really thought about this, but the first thing I would say is, if you don't feel it, don't do it. If you don't if you don't want to, if you want to do it for money, or you want to do it because you think it's nice to be partying every day and posting on Instagram, it's not gonna work. I can tell you. You have to have this extra zero. So you have to really want to do it. It could be for fun. It could maybe turn out professional later, but you have to want to do it. Like I started off just finding this application, downloading it, enjoying it, and I'm here. I didn't have to go to any DJ school tutorials or stuff. I was locked in my house every day practicing because I had the feeling I wanted to do it. So you just have to be sure that you want to do it, and you have to practice. Everything is practice. You have to practice. You don't have to rush to land the first gig. You don't have to jump to get the first party, because you could get the first party after 1 month and then you don't do well and then you never get called again. So you have to make sure you are ready enough and confident enough so that when you get out there, it takes just 1 hour to play, or it takes 10 minutes to get booked. If somebody calls you and say, okay, I want to listen to you play, they need to listen to you, maybe change 2-3 songs, and they already know if they're going to book you or not. So you have to make sure you are on point and ready before you put yourself out there in the market. So
and also I think when it comes to being a DJ, like if you really want to start from the scratch, I don't think it's that expensive that you have to buy this, you have to buy your own things. You know, you can start from having the applications, and you know, I don't know, of course I've never been a DJ, but how is it like in terms of funds and capital if you are really starting from scratch?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your tastes, because if you want to start with a budget of $300, you could do that, or $500, and you could also start with $1,000. So it depends on what you want to put
on your capacity.
Yes, but generally, if you have a laptop and you buy some easy cheap controllers for like $200 or $300, you are good to go. You can start from there.
Have you collaborated with some Africans in Hungary or like in Europe?
In Hungary, yes, and in Europe as well. I did like 2 songs with a guy in Prague, and I did with some guys from Debrecen, Nigerians as well. And so far it's been okay, but I'm looking forward to new projects. I'm trying to get back to Africa, spend like a month, do new songs with artists back home, and try to get into the system.
Well, I think you guys have had the Emperor DJ story. It's so inspiring because I mean, like, it's very hard to be like in Hungary, because like literally Hungary, most countries in Eastern Europe, I wouldn't say just Hungary, but like to survive, to have your own business, to have your own projects in Hungary or in Eastern Europe, it's not the same as, you know, in Western Europe, where like in Germany, in UK. So like to be here and you survive and then you are famous, it's not that easy, and I think it's great work. It's great work, really. That
appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah. And of course, I'm glad that you came and shared your story. I'm glad that we have had this conversation. And I'm going to just in a few minutes, I'm going to ask you like to give your last your last advice to Africans, generally African community in Hungary, when it comes to the music industry. Just a general opinion.
Okay, so you were talking about artists.
African artists, African DJs, just music.
Okay, so my advice is that wherever you find yourself, you should never forget that you're African, and you should always sell yourself with pride. You shouldn't feel intimidated by anybody whatsoever. You should present yourself properly, because at the end of the day, people might see you in a different type of way, but how you present yourself can change everything. So you should carry yourself with pride. You shouldn't feel intimidated, and we need to bond together more. We need to unite together more, because I don't like this. I don't like coming into parties and seeing like different groups of Africans staying away from each other. Nigerians are here and Ghanaians are there. We need to understand that.
Fighting or something.
We don't need that, because at the end of the day, if a Hungarian guy comes up to you, he doesn't know if you are Cameroonian or Ghanaian. You are a black man, you are African. He doesn't understand where you're coming from. He cannot tell by your look, So we need to unite together. We need to do make the community much more closer. And I think basically everybody do their stuff and keep your heads straight, focused, and we're gonna prove everything that's been said about us. Right?
Yeah.
So
thank you so much, Emperor DJ. And also, could you please first share with us your Instagram and also your YouTube, like all your platforms, because people would want to know like your projects, would want to know your music, and if someone wants to do like a collab or someone wants to to have like a they want to have like a project or something. So
okay,
the floor is yours.
My social media, Instagram, I am DJ Emperor, Facebook, Star DJ Emperor, Spotify, everywhere, Star DJ Emperor, and YouTube. Okay, you can follow the label channel, Savannah Lions music channel on YouTube. You can follow it, and I want you guys to anticipate new music coming in less than a month. I haven't said this yet anywhere, but yeah, in less than a month a new video is coming out. And then an EP drops at the end of the summer. Memories Don't Die 2022. We up. Can I say something quickly?
Yeah, please.
So Budapest City, get ready. We bring in Harmonize from Tanzania. July 23, Arena Garden, Budapest. It's gonna be crazy, amazing. It's going to be powerful event. We haven't fixed that yet. I'm still working with that. Working on this with my team. Sorry, yeah. So when we finalize, I think it's gonna be uploaded on Instagram, social media. I think in about a week or two, we're gonna start the promotions. So Harmonize is coming to Europe, and probably Skills we're working as well to put on Skills on the line. It's like 50%. So possibly we will have Skills Harmonize, but for sure
Kenya,
Uganda, everybody.
Swahili people, we are here.
Yes.
So of course we will support Harmonize. He's a great
He's
artist.
great, right? Okay, yeah. July 23, Budapest City, Arena Garden. It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna mash up.